I was talking to a friend of mine few years back where he was kind of stressed with a lot of things going on in his life in general, and he decided to do an experience Vipassana. I don't know how many of you know about Vipassana, but the idea behind Vipassana is to isolate yourself completely from the world. Of course, no cell phones, no newspapers, no TV, nothing. It is so strict that in fact no sort of communication is allowed in that area, and it's a 15-day or 16-day coursework. Call it coursework or an experience, to be really honest. I don't think we should label it coursework, but an experience by itself, where you're completely isolated from what's going on in the world. And it is so strict and so stringent that you're not allowed to communicate with each other even in the premises. There are strict rules and regulations for eating food, sleep time, wake up time, and the activities that you do during the day. And the activities don't involve sitting around with people that you know. It's not a place where you isolate yourself from one place and then make a community elsewhere. It is not that simple. You're not even allowed to make eye contact with each other, because when you make eye contact with each other, you're in a way communicating, because you may end up saying hello from your eyes or just smile or something of that sort. So Vipassana does not allow that. You're not supposed to communicate with anyone for those 15 days, and there's only one person that you communicate with, and that's you. And why is that necessary? Why is that essential? Now, the reason why I wanted to video blog this is because I wanted to bring about the concept of a happy zone. You can label it whatever you want. You can label it meditation. You can label it Vipassana. You can label it happy zone. You can label it getaway. It doesn't matter. The name doesn't matter. The process and the logic behind the act, that matters. So however you want to put it. Now, I'm not saying, obviously, I'm not comparing a happy zone or a happy place with a Vipassana, because everything has its own different place and space. But the idea behind finding a happy zone in day-to-day life is because it is important to break away from communicating with others and receiving their validation or criticism whatsoever, and completely isolating yourself, and to find a place, find a zone where you communicate with you. I know it sounds very cheesy and philosophical, but bear with me for just a minute. Now, a happy zone, happy place could be anything. Not having the happy place that depends on people. No, people are not dependable, and that's a fact you will come to know sooner or later in your life, that people are not dependable and they are not responsible. I'm not criticizing people. I'm saying they are not responsible for your happiness. They are not responsible to give you the satisfaction, fulfillment towards your own life. You're the only one responsible to fulfill your own life, and I don't think anybody else should carry that burden on their shoulders to make you happy. It's not fair to them. It's not fair to you, because you set your expectations that way. They start working towards it. They fall short, just in case, and you get upset. So finding a happy place, finding a happy zone in the act of doing something that makes you truly satisfied and fulfilled, that's your happy zone. It could be music, it could be working out, it could be writing, it could be traveling, any activity that gives you that fulfillment. And like I said, it has to be away from people. So find that happy space, find that happy place that you can come to whenever you feel sad or low or upset, or you want to introspect and you want to get a perspective towards your own life, and you want to communicate with you. It is extremely essential that you communicate with you. And half the time I make these video blogs, or actually not even half the time, almost all the times I make these video blogs, is to talk to myself out loud. I'm quite a selfish human being and just a regular human being, and I would like to communicate with myself, and I make these video blogs for me, so time and again I can revisit them and talk to myself. So I think you should find a happy place, happy space where you can talk to yourself. It doesn't have to be loud. You can talk internally, obviously. I'm not saying that you have to talk out loud, but you can talk to yourself internally and really, really introspect and give yourself a perspective, and also sort of detach yourself from a lot of people outside, because anytime you go to work, anytime you in the act of doing something, there's always this, people are always hungry for something, you see. People are hungry for either money, love, respect, something that they're looking for. And when you stop looking for anything, you completely get your expectations to a level where everybody around you is kind of in a place where they don't have to worry about keeping you happy. I think you put them at ease. I think you be fair to them. And I believe strongly that you need to find that happy place and zone, so you don't have to look for people to give you validation or criticism, and neither affects you. So that's all I wanted to say. I mean, I came to this park and I just wanted to sit down for a few minutes. I really wanted to talk to myself. And what the heck, I have a camera. So thanks for watching, everyone, and see you next time.